Hey folks, how's it going? Good morning. I'm not really woken up yet, but I thought I needed to go for a drive just to cheer myself up a little bit. As you can see around me, the haze is still around. It was like 151 or something like that, the API today. But you know, a quick drive always cheers me up. And if you notice, I'm driving something a bit old school, but I'm also changing gears. It's a Mercedes, but I'm also changing gears. Now, as you know, my 126 is manual. Sorry, it's auto, but this is a manual. So what the heck is it? Well, the problem with chatting with friends and being in certain car WhatsApp groups is that you start thinking about certain cars. And I realized that although I have a BMW E30, which is manual, I wanted to feel what it was like to drive a Mercedes-Benz that's manual. And I found one. Yep, I'm driving a W124 230E manual. It is very rare. Usually it was only the 200s that were manual, but I managed to snag this one very recently, all the way in Negeri Sembilan. So I drove down there just to have a look at this car, and I'm going to show it to you in a little while. But I fell in love with it immediately. Now, the previous owner, this was his dad's car, passed down to him, and he figured that he would use it. He did it up beautifully, and he figured he'd use it for a while. But of course, as luck would have it, he decided he needed a auto. He needed an auto. A manual just wasn't cutting it, so he decided to get himself an auto. And so this car, similar to how the story of the E30 was, this car was just lying in his house, all done up already, but nobody was using it. His family they were all driving autos. So this car was just lying in the porch, gathering dust, but beautifully done up. Listen to the engine. Oh, and the gear stick just clicks into place. Oh my goodness, I took it for one test drive around a shopping center parking lot. And one drive was all it took to convince me to start negotiations and get this car. And I did. I closed the deal on the spot. The gears just click into place so beautifully. I absolutely adore it. And I'm going to show you what it looks like from the outside. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. You will not believe your eyes that I picked up this car for less than the price of a second-hand 250cc scooter. I've checked. Yes, I got it for less than that. And it runs beautifully. Listen to the gearbox. Oh, you can't even hear it. I mean, it clicks into place so well. And I love the fact that it's a manual, rear-wheel drive. Oh my god, and I just realized one thing as well. All of my cars are rear-wheel drive. Only one of them is an auto, the 126. I'm so happy, I can't even begin to put it into words. Everything in this car worked when I picked it up. I've had to do minimal to get it to my condition, my spec. I did a full fluid transfusion. Is what I always do with any car that I buy. Full blood transfusion, I call it. Engine oil, gearbox oil, clutch oil, brake fluid, rear differential, all the fluids have been changed. The radiator has been flushed, new coolant has been put in. So basically a blood transfusion, or how I like to say it. So we're heading to listen to the gearbox. Can you hear how it clicks into place? How beautifully it clicks into place? Oh my god, this is 30 years old. Fantastic. Let me show you this car, folks, because you're not going to believe your eyes when you see it. I know some of you have already seen it in my YouTube community section. I already posted a picture of it because recently I put Eibach springs into the car. This car is running 17-inch TE37 alloys. I've never seen TE37 alloys on a Mercedes-Benz. But you know what? They're starting to grow on me. Now I know some of you might not like it. Foot brake. Parking brake is a foot brake. So I've got 4 pedals. Okay? Not 3, 4. Accelerator, brake, clutch, parking brake. So, okay, are you ready to see my car? Well, here we go. Ready or not? This is what the car looked like. I'm gonna have to put my GoPro back in its holder, so it's gonna get a little bit shaky for a little while. So forgive me on that, yeah? Just give me a second here. As usual, I can't pause. GoPro, please make a section here where we can pause the video. So here we go. Look at this interior. I mean, seriously folks, how old school is this? And the previous owner, you know, hats off to him, kudos to him. He got this all redone. Look at the wood. And yes, stick shift. So let me just show you how it works here. This is first gear, then it's second, third, fourth, and then fifth. Okay, now wait. To get to reverse, this is the weird thing now. This car, this gearbox is actually meant for left-hand drive. I mean, if I was sitting over there, this would be a lot easier. But to get into reverse, you have to lift up all the way to the right and down, and that's reverse. Now, if I was sitting on this side, if I was sitting here, it would be so much easier using my right hand just to pull up, bring it across, bring it down, and that's reverse. But hey, small potatoes, babe, small potatoes. The car has only got 171,000 kilometers on it. There's the 3 pedals. Well, 4. That's the brake. That's the parking brake. Clutch, brake, accelerator. And he even did the door cards. The door cards are in really, really nice condition. Not a single crack on the dashboard. The roof lining is beautiful. And I got the car like this, okay? I have done nothing to the interior. But here's what it looks like on the outside. So, 17-inch TE37 alloys. The previous owner upgraded the front and back actually to the masterpiece. 30 years old, same age as my E30. And still looking brilliant. I have a feeling the back seats have never been sat on, or maybe they have, but it's still in absolutely gorgeous condition. The doors still close with a thud. Twin tailpipes, although I think only one's being used. So I might swap that back to a single. But the engine's just purring. So yeah, this is the latest addition to my garage. And I think I'm gonna be holding on to this one for a while. And I think I'm gonna put a hold on excessive car buying. That's just to let me know it's alive. But look at that. Look at the seats. Now, like I said, I did nothing to this car. I bought it like this. So it was well worth the trip down south. Everything in the instrumentation still works. The air conditioning I've not touched. It's so cold. Really, really cold. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, folks, give second-hand cars a second chance. You know, old cars, yes, they might be old, but think about it this way. I picked this up for less than a second-hand Perodua Azia, first generation. Think about it that way, okay? And it still runs so beautifully. I can't even begin to tell you how nice it feels in here. Really. Okay, so out of the holder you shall come. And I'm gonna put you back. If this gets cut, I apologize, because it has happened before. Oops. So here we go. Okay. So back into the holder. That's it. So happy with this car, and the fact that it's a manual is just an absolute. The main reason I got it, see, put my foot on the brake and the door's locked. The main reason I got it was because it's a manual. What is not to like? And I feel, you know what? I feel safe and solid. Oh, bit of wheel spin there because of the dirt. I feel secure in this car. Oh, yes. The haze is depressing, but getting behind the wheel of something like this, something old school like this, shifting gears, using the engine braking, I mean, it's so engaging. Not to say autos are bad, okay? I love my 126 auto, don't get me wrong. But the fact that I can control this Mercedes with all my faculties, with all my hands and legs, it's just, oh. And the Eibach springs, oh my goodness. If you've never used Eibach springs, my recipe, OEM shocks or OEM replacement shock. Oh, I'm already up to it. 90, 100. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Sorry, what was I saying? Yes, OEM shocks or OEM replacement shocks and Eibach springs. That's all you need, because you get comfort and you get performance handling. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. I've been using Eibach since the mid-90s. Even my TX3 ran on Eibach's original shocks, but Eibach springs drops the ride height a little bit, but you don't scrape over bumps like what I just went over. And the handling is just so sharp now. I mean, okay, let's be honest. It's a 30-year-old car. The handling is not going to be as sharp as the Supra I just drove. Okay, no way. But for a 30-year-old car, I'm just blown away. Really, everything is so good. Change gear. Oh, nice. So yeah, give classics a second chance. This car is definitely a very possible daily driver. If you work in a location where the traffic jams aren't that bad, definite daily driver. The temperature is just not moving. I mean, the temperature is just perfect. Lovely, lovely. Just make sure periodic maintenance, preventive maintenance. This is very, very important when it comes to owning old school cars. Okay, they are old. I mean, there's no getting around it. But I'm very sure cars like this were built to last a lifetime, unlike cars today, which have a bit of a component shelf life. Planned obsolescence. Oh, anyway, hope you're all having a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. There's another one I haven't revealed yet, and also the Alfetta is coming back. I'm giving it another few weeks or so, but there's one more I haven't revealed yet, which you will see soon. Okay, take care folks. Bye bye. I'm going to enjoy this car for a little bit longer. I'm going to go for a longer drive, because this is one of those cars like the Alfetta. You start it up and you just want to go around the block to warm up the engine, and next thing you know, you're in Genting Highlands. Take care, you all. Bye bye.